Hi guys, welcome to another Mind Right Monday tip of the week. I'm Bonnie Kelly, and this week we're going to talk about the art of killing with kindness. Welcome back, guys, to another Mind Right Monday. Have you missed me? Because boy, have I missed you. This week has been so busy. I mean, like crazy busy with so many people and so many things happening. It's just been overwhelming. So what I realized this week is that there has been a lot of reacting happening. So there's been a lot of people in my life in and out this week, and what I've noticed is that a lot of people are really reactive, and they're reacting with anger or spite or frustration, and they're not applying any principles of kindness or grace or even compassion. And so it got me thinking, because with all of this unnecessary drama and all this unnecessary stress, I started to think back on my history and really thinking about me in my younger years and how, before I began to increase my emotional intelligence and before I started working on healing myself and understanding my personal triggers, is that I used to be really reactive as well. And so it got me thinking about, I bet there's a lot of people just like you that could use a few tips on how to be able to be practicing the killing with kindness. So I'm sure you've heard that killing with kindness is kind of a mindset, or it's a thought process. But typically what happens is that it's really kind of phony or fake, and that we practice that because it's better than the alternative. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not fooling anyone. That when we pretend to be kind because we're actually really annoyed or frustrated, the other people can feel it. So you want to be mindful of that killing with kindness can't be faked, it can't be phony. And think about this, you've probably been on the receiving end of this, where someone is genuinely nice to you, but after they leave the conversation, there's just something they didn't rub you right, that you just, I don't really like you. So if you felt that before, that there's a good chance that there was somebody who was killing you with kindness. And it's phony baloney. So now how is the big question? How do you begin to genuinely have kindness and really be able to have that as your initial gut reaction? Well, that takes, number one, knowing your triggers. So knowing you, know thyself. Understand what gets you riled up, what gets under your skin, what bothers you. Because a lot of times, you may be suffering in your subconscious that you're inadequate or not enough, and so that might bother you. Or you might have a trigger about people being late or being underappreciated. A lot of those triggers come from our history, come back from, our childhood or things that we've experienced in our past, and so we'll begin to command or demand respect. Well, on the other side of that, a lot of times people begin to create so much controversy because that's also how they feed themselves, how they feel worthy or good enough, or that they feel loved or appreciated when they're constantly in drama. So you have to really know thyself and recognize, what fuels you and what triggers you. So that's your very first step. The next one is to recognize that kindness is genuine, which means that there is a level of compassion. So my number 2 is compassion. Now, how do you practice more of compassion with other people? Easy. Quit pretending you know it all. That's right. Too often we make these rash assumptions that we know why you acted the way you did and reacted the way that you did, or I know what you implied or what you meant. Well, that's not very compassionate. In fact, that's us asserting an assumption. So practice kindness by asking questions versus assuming. Ask questions. What did you mean by that? What were you trying to tell me right there? Because I heard something very different. And you begin to ask those questions and have compassion for other people. Another way to really begin to practice more compassion is to recognize that every single person that you encounter has triggers. They're wounded, they're hurt to some degree or another. Some of us more than others, but there's still a level of compassion that you can begin to have for other people. So here's the other side of that. Just because that you can have compassion and understanding and grace for other people, and you begin to practice that genuine love and compassion and understanding where you're killing them with genuine kindness, then on the other side, you also don't necessarily have to keep a relationship with someone who's not conscious, or someone who's not mindful, or someone who is destructive and they're just not consciously aware of it. So just understand that when I'm saying to practice killing with kindness as your gut reaction, what I'm not saying is that you have to stay in relationships for abuse. So hopefully this video has helped you begin to practice that genuine kindness and begin to allow it to fill yourself up. And so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to send us an email. Let us know. Comment below and email us your questions at getinspired@bonniekelly.me. Don't forget to check out our website. We have tons of classes and events, online courses that are here readily available for you. So we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to see you, and we'd love to have you get engaged and get connected. Until next week, guys, I'm Bonnie Kelly. Keep being awesome.